Once you've created your stock model, you'll be ready to begin the verification process. There are two ways to get there. Up at the top of the screen we have a red check mark. This is the verification button. To the right of it we have a black arrow pointing downwards. If I click on this arrow, I'll see my setup section and my individual tool paths. If I want to verify the entire setup section, I simply click on Setup 1, click OK, and verification will start. If I want to verify an individual toolpath, I'll just click on the toolpath that I want to see and then click OK, and once again verification will start. Another way to get to verification is to go to the Operations Manager. Here we follow the same process. If I want to see the entire setup section, I highlight the setup section and click on the red check mark or the verification button. If I don't want to see all of these toolpaths, I can simply uncheck the ones that I don't want to verify and then once again click the verify button. In this example, I want to verify everything, so I'm going to check the boxes and then click on verify. Once the verification screen is open, the process of verification is fairly simple. There are just a few questions we have to answer first. One thing we'll have to decide is how we want our stock to appear on the screen. That's controlled by these three buttons here. Clicking on this button will produce a wireframe model. This allows you to see penetration through the material very easily. Second button produces translucent stock. The third button produces solid stock. In this example, I'm going to leave the stock at solid. The next button, Edit Tool List, controls how we see the tools on the screen. I'm going to click on this and move this window to the center, and here you can see that each tool is assigned a particular color. That means during the simulation that feature is going to be in that color. Notice we have colors for both mill tools and drill tools. If we want to change a color for a particular tool, all we have to do is double-click on the color and then choose the color that we want it to be and then click OK. The next thing we'll want to look at is how the tool appears on the screen during simulation. These three buttons here control that. We have the capability of a wireframe tool, a translucent tool, or a solid tool. If at any time during the simulation you don't want to see the tool, simply click on the button that's depressed for that tool and the tool will not appear. In this case, I'm going to have the tool show up as a solid tool during simulation. Additionally, if you want to see the tool holder, you can click on the tool holder button and a tool holder will be attached to the tool. Over on the left-hand side, we have our play button and our stop button. Right in the middle here, we have a slider bar that controls the speed of the simulation. We're going to slow the speed down slightly and then start the simulation by clicking on the play button. As the simulation begins, you can see the solid tool cutting the pocket. If at any time during the simulation we want to pause it, we simply click on the pause button. If I want to make the tool disappear, I can go back over here to Tool Solid, click on that button, and the tool disappears. Then again, I can start the simulation. Pause it again, make the tool visible, continue. If at any time you want to start the simulation over again, simply click on the black square, which will stop the simulation and reset to the beginning. At that point, then you can click the play button again and begin all over again. Once the verification process is complete, we'll be able to zoom in and zoom out, or rotate the part, or pan it using our normal controls. If you want to leave the verification program afterwards, simply click on the red check mark up at the top and you'll be taken back to the main SURFCAM screen.